It's just by the very fact of, getting told that you're crazy. Not in such harsh words, but like in a type of professional tone, like, okay, so you may have this disorder. Okay, well, you are just being sensitive in a more family like tone. That you're just being sensitive. And growing up with me, the word sensitive was always negative. It meant something extremely negative. That means that, oh, maybe you're just like seeing it too hard. Maybe you're seeing it too hard. Maybe it's not the way you imagine it. But then again, it's like, if it's not the way I imagine it, it's like, then why is it always the consequence? The consequence always show from the actions. It's like, that's what they do. Now, I don't just go, oh, this person is disrespectful to me. I wait until they actually do something. And then I'm like, they did this because, they don't freaking like me. They haven't been respecting me, you see, because they did this and this and this. And so there's a consequence that follows it. You know? That's what I have to freaking do. Because growing up, being sensitive was always 100% negative. That I mean, because like I think that there's two terms to sensitive. So like for me, I'm just a human being. A lot of times I am wrong. A lot of times I'm not right, but a lot of times I am right. There's just some people who are sensitive as in something negative. Like they'll be the ones to kill another person, the ones to destroy another person's property or do something spiteful, attack their job or attack their, I don't know, just their well being or something like that. Let's just say over spilled milk. That's sensitive because it's like it doesn't match. It doesn't match. It's it doesn't match. To put out that much anger for something that it's not actually worth it. This is I remember that somebody got shot like on a street away. They got shot because the guys didn't like him. And it's not really based off of, him hurting them in an extreme way. He got shot and killed. It's just by them not liking him. It's like, this is spilled milk. But then again, my type of sensitive is like, I know it's the way people act. And then I could see it, like I could imagine why. I could imagine why. Sometimes I'm wrong. Freaking a heck of a lot of times I'm right, okay? A heck of a lot of times. But then I wait until they actually do something to, it advances. It advances. And so that's what I learned to do. And it's like, a lot of times it's really wrong to wait until something advanced just because like people may not believe me. It's bullcrap. It's bullcrap. So like, what I do is that all I can do is like just treat them with the same attitude they treat me. Just show them I just really don't freaking like it. Because sometimes I can be like, okay, so this person's having a bad day. And then like I can try to empathize with them and I can try to see like where they're coming from. But it just a lot of times it just takes a people think that it's just called like being like super super nice, and then people see that and then they try to like step all over you. It's like, okay, so if I said this to this person and it was like disrespectful, then I can say this and everything's gonna be fine. You see how it jumps? Like people in professions, like they go to a point where they're gonna be reprimanded or they're gonna be fired either by me or like by their superiors. You know what I mean? Because it's like if I hire somebody, then I can fire them. But they usually wait until like something like that. They go from this to this, usually. And I noticed that like sometimes I feel like so bad for other people that I cry. And I don't even know if I don't think that's normal. So so like when I hear about people suffering, it's like, yo, I can't freaking do this. I can't freaking do it. I can't listen to it anymore. Maybe I'm just super sensitive, but not in a negative way. They said that empaths only have like are only populating like 3% of the world or the United States or whatever. I believe it because it's like there's not many people that understands what another person is going through. There's not really that many people. You know, it's always like you're lying or you're lying. It's never like, yeah, I mean, it's just that's just the way it works out. I remember in my appeal, my grade appeal, they specifically told me to leave out my personal feelings, like how I feel, out of the reason why I appeal, and like that is bullcrap. I believe that is honest bullcrap. Sorry, y'all. This is so freaking good. But anyway, I believe that that is obvious bullcrap because if you feel a certain way, then that may be the reason. That is the reason why they decide to do you a certain way. That is the reason why they decide to do you a certain way. Like I've seen people that put their personal emotions and then they go off on a tirade and then their tirade has nothing to absolutely, I mean, not nothing, but like it's not really that much to like how it applies to a certain situation. But then again, that doesn't mean everybody freaking does that. There's always like a cause to a effect. Like that's what I really believe. So if a person's over there racist and then they burn down your freaking house, you're gonna be like, well, they burned down my house. It's like, but why did they burn? Well, they burned down my house. I'm just trying to keep my personal feelings out of this. It's like, no, they burned down your house because they're freaking racist. They burned down your house because they're freaking racist. Um, this here, like when I look at court and all that, that's how like these emotions are like really taken in a bit. What is it? Really taken in regard. It's really taken in regard, but the society doesn't see it like that. Society thinks I'm a liar. Society thinks I'm what was it? A person who steals, a thief. Like many people don't empathize with me. Whatever.